So we'll be starting the session lectures on transportation engineering with importance. What is the use of this transportation engineering for jobs? So that will be our main motive.
Opportunities in civil engineering. So before going into the deep of civil engineering, let us concentrate on what is a engineering actually means. So engineering, it is nothing but application of scientific and systematic approach. Okay, that is a scientific and systematic approach by through the design or in construction or in operation. All these three approaches can be used for structure, equipment, and system. So when we are talking about a design parameter, the structure has to be designed. That is, a building will be designed, RCC structure, beam, column. So main objective of design with respect to structure point of view should be the structure should be economical. Whereas when we think about a design of a equipment, we mainly focus on efficiency. So like a tractor design, which is not mainly related with civil, but that is a combination of electromechanical engineering, chemical engineering. So design of equipment will be mainly done with objective of efficiency into mind. Whereas when we think about a design of a system, so what is a system? It can be any documentation system, any work culture in the company. So that system procedure can be designed to be sustainable. So when we are talking about a construction of a structure, that is actual making. The first parameter was a design, which is office work, whereas construction is actual making. So construction of a structure, construction of a equipment, that is the making of a equipment, which will be again done by the mechanical electrical guys. Whereas system construction, that will be made of people. When we think about all these made structure, equipments, that has to be used by people. So there comes the question of operation and maintenance. So these operation maintenance structure procedures has to be operated on a structure, that is a building maintenance, equipment, that is a machinery maintenance, or a system like ERP, like a office work or software guys do, that is operation and maintenance of a system. So in short, we can say that our whole world is a combination outcome from engineering. So all these equipments we see nearby, those can be categorized as a infrastructure development. So what are the infrastructure? With respect to civil, we see around us. So that infrastructure will be roads, railway engineering, whole structures, bridges engineering, pipeline design, construction, channel or canals design construction, setting up of traffic signal and a design, uh, communication, cabling, laying out, water collection and storage. That is a elevated service reservoir design, water collection facility, that is a dam, etc. Construction and design, design of water treatment plants, subunits, setting up and design of water distribution line, network, drainage and sewer distribution network setting up, and a design of storm drains. So all are infrastructure which have been set up by civil engineering. So as a people, as a society, we wholly depend on infrastructure development. That is a parameter. Infrastructure is developed, operated, and maintained for transportation of people and products. So we can see that depend word has been highlighted. So whenever we say that we are dependent on something, like India is dependent on China for receipt of raw material, so that depend work word can be exploited on a need based. So with respect to infrastructure, whenever we say that public is dependent on infrastructure development, we can say that as a civil engineer, we can exploit it to our benefit. So there is a huge demand for civil engineer in infrastructure development, maintenance, kind of things. So any engineer, not only rather civil engineer, any engineer can work in three varieties of job. That is a desk job. So whenever we are thinking about a desk job, so looking at the first picture, we cannot just say that people will be idle. It is also a hectic job, which will be having a stress on brain. Many of the time, the desk job will be hybrid of field work as well as office work. Difficulty of a desk job, in my opinion, for civil engineering will be there is a very few number of people catering to the services to the large amount of field work. So in simple words, think about any big company, say L&T or Hindustan Construction Company. The office people working in the company will be limited as compared to number of engineers on field. So with respect to people working in office doing the civil job, they will be having limited possibility of promotions. So that's why I say that there is a limited space for upward movement. Now, these people who have been working in the desk job will be mainly working on a design, data analysis, interpretations of data, uh, collection, movement, and verification, management of material and stocks. Now, new variety of job is emerged, which is a site and office interaction is being handled by some specialized persons. So, big companies, what they do is they will be working on a principle of just in time. Suppose some cement is required, so they will not be spending money in buying the cement of 1,000 bags early by 1 month. They will see that within the next week on which site how much cement will be required, and they will be buying on continuous basis. So a person who is in office has to take the control of inventory at all the sites within the company premises and has to manage material order procurement from a single place. So that principle will be called as a just in time JIT. That is a new job avenues coming into the companies. This uh, improves into optimization and which will save money. Another desk job will be scheduling of the activities and where Microsoft project kind of softwares are being utilized. We already know the meaning of the word computer aided design. So structural design, computer drafting can be included in this desk job. Another will be interaction with the all human resources. So that will be on-field person, office person will be interacting with the office persons. Whereas a field job, that will be the backbone of any company. This person who is working on a field will be having specialized exposure. In big companies, the person will be working on a road or only concreting or only multi-story structure. So he has got a very specialized skill set, experience of that particular sector only. And if that sector is not populated with big number of persons, there is huge scope for promotion. And if the structure is that sector is a demanding, that is a building construction, apartment construction like a Pune and Bombay cities, then there will be huge demand. Okay, so uh, field job will be mainly related with the on-site work, execution of work, site investigation, data acquiring like a survey work, and sending this data to the field offices. Then collecting the orders from field office and executing on the site. A third variety of job where civil engineer can work will be, if you are intellectually fine, I can say that you can move to the research center or go to the university or college, become a professor like me, or you can set up your own business. Even consulting is a good option where you are uh, owner of your own wits and will. Another option will be to join government or private firms. Now, to the work in these fields, the person has to be intellectual. He has to have some kind of edge, or some of the fields are allied, like a teaching. Those are supplementary. Whereas own business will give us financial freedom, but it will take time to reach to that financial freedom. So every job has its own advantage. Now, with respect to transportation engineering, that is the objective of today's presentation. What are the job opportunities in transportation engineering? So let us go through what do we mean by transportation engineering. It is classified into different streams like a highway engineering, railway engineering, airport engineering, tunnel engineering, bridge engineering, and harbor engineering. So all these units are aggregated to a single term, which is infrastructure. And civil engineer, there is a huge opportunities in this infrastructure development field. Now you may ask me why the infrastructure field is going to click, how it is going to be evolve into coming years. We have been hearing for long many years that India is a developing country. So that means still there is a scope when we call ourselves as a developed country. Till that time, if our country is developing, there is a huge scope for developers, which are civil engineer. Now, what is actually happening in the market? Right now, as we know, there is a situation of COVID, and due to that, economy is in downturn. So slowdown is happening. A recession is going to be there. Now, whenever some kind of recessions are going to occur, as we have seen from the history of last 100 years, government will always take some measures like a decrease in rate of interest, which will increase the amount of money available with the people, and that's how they will be spending. So government is also willing to spend on public works. You might be knowing that there is a huge development occurring through from government side on development of highways, railways, ports. So these kind of public sector work or huge works will be requiring more number of civil engineers. And all these infrastructure units are default development fields where money is going to rush in, because developing of these infrastructure will lead to secondary development into the economy. Therefore, for development of infrastructure will be huge, but there will be large number of players who will be willing to pay in the money. So right now, the people are ready to pour in the money. We know that there is a different scheme of construction where you can construct based on a toll. So you are borrowing the money from public, constructing, and again paying back from the pocket of public. So that way we can go on constructing huge structures. So when we are talking about scope of a civil engineer in highway engineering, that is a construction, he can either supervise the road construction, he can be highway engineering consultant who is going to design freeways, mass transit system, railway, or street projects. He can design traffic signal or traffic control plannings. Nowadays, we know the word called as a Tesla, autonomous cars. So these are the high-end car system or vehicle mass transit system which will be utilized by the public. So that way, if the autonomous cars are going to be there, someone has to design this intelligent system. Not only computer guys will be doing that, that is a combination of civil, mechanical, computer, all types of engineers will be required in design of such a high-tech intelligent transportation system. So as a highway engineer, you can also work in traffic management control center. So if you go to the Mumbai, they have got a huge control center where they will be monitoring number of locals, trains moving in and around the different railway stations. So number of people will be required will be huge, will be monitoring the system and operating on it. So if this network is going to increase, more number of people will be required for operation and maintenance. So when we see that as a civil engineer, if he wants to join a government sector, either he can join to the central government facilities. So that is through Union Public Service Commission. Exam will be there. That exam will be mainly called as the Indian Engineering Services exam. That is IES. We know the word IAS, Indian Administrative Services. In the same direction, it is a IES. Through if we clear this exam, that engineer can join Central Public Works Department, Railway Engineering, or Water Resource Structures, or Military Engineering, and he can be posted all over the India. When we think about a lesser competition, we can concentrate on state level opportunities where Maharashtra Public Service Commission will be there. As compared to IES examination, Maharashtra's government is also setting up, organizing engineering service exam through which we will be able to join in Public Works Department of State, Water Resource Structure, or Maharashtra Jeevan Pradhikaran, that is water distribution network system. So these are the opportunities you can join in government through passing out exams, but you have to keep on preparing. So by meaning of preparation, hmm, what we can identify is if we prepare for an exam like a Indian Engineering Services, you can just remember or note down the name of these cadres, that is Indian Railways Service of Engineers, Indian Railway Stores Service. These are the different units in a central government who will be hosting or posting the requiring large number of civil engineers. Central engineering service like in military engineering, building roads and cadres, central water engineering, or a person who is passed directly can be appointed as an assistant executive engineer starting from junior engineer cadre or survey of India service. So what this list means to a civil engineer, you can take any of the name on left side and find the name on Google, check the website. These all government sectors will be setting up the examination, which will be mainly posted on websites like MPSC, UPSC. You can use the tools like RSS feed, subscribe to these channels where whenever advertisement is set up, it will come to your email inbox. Or alternatively, you have to periodically check on all these websites, say within a 15 days period. You have to check all exam services sites where there is any vacancy or not. So you have to stay updated, not only in terms of web information, but you have to keep yourself as, studious and keep on applying to these jobs. So when we think about opportunities in public sector, these are the public sector undertakings. In short, we call those as a PSUs, Navratna companies like a BHEL, BHEL, BEL, Coal India, HPCL, BPCL, Mazgaon Dock, NACL, NMDC, SAIL, NTPC, Indian Oil Corporation, ONGC, Power Grid, Rights, Railway Engineering, or banking sector. These have very high opportunities. These have very high opportunities, and they are constantly communicating with many of the vacancy positions. Mainly the post which will be available in these PSCs will be starting from junior engineer. He can be recruited at a base level, or you can join on temporary basis through graduate apprentice scheme. Our training placement officer, Mr. Sandeep Magdum, will be able to guide us on tomorrow's session on this graduate apprentice and graduate engineering trainees. But I can say tell you one thing. This is the most important facility which is ignored by the students, internship and apprenticeship. So that is our wild card where we can join a big company. Another post where civil engineer can join depending on his expertise and experience is senior engineer, executive trainee, or project managers. So when we are talking about job opportunities in transportation, we can identify some trends in the market at local level and state level. Infrastructure funding has increased, so there is a need of civil engineers. In many of the government jobs, people are retiring where gap is there. Right now, the stance of government is to fill those positions on temporary basis, but eventually it will be required on permanent basis. Then there are a lot many projects who are still at active development stage, which are going to affect economy. Those needs to be pushed ahead. So money will be rushing into those projects. Then early opportunities will be available in these sections. Qualified engineers will be required to set up high standards like ISO standards or transportation standards. There is a requirement of people in those sections also. So this transportation engineering is going to offer a diverse career options and unique challenges within this. And salary of these people working in the transportation section after 5 years is anywhere comparable to people working in software companies. That is huge change is going to occur. High salary will be offered to these people. So how you can grab opportunities at these utilities? At graduate level, what you can do is you can take up internship, that is industrial training to the big companies, which will give you practical exposure. If you are sincere enough in your approach, you will be allowed to continue, you will be offered to continue your job. You must have some sound knowledge of your basic engineering branches like a survey, quantity estimation. You must have some intrapersonal scheme and a research. if you want to study ahead, you can either go for GATE examination, by which if the score is good, you can take admission in NITs, IITs, and you can complete your education on scholarships. There is a even easily education loan is being offered by the big banks if you are taking the admission to the IITs. If you want to do specialized work in highway engineering, special degree, master's degree will be preferred, and masters in engineering, masters in highway engineering or transportation engineering is available in Bangalore University, Punjab Engineering College, or IIT Kharagpur, Andhra University, COEP College of Engineering, Pune. Likewise, you can check out on GATE website and you will be coming across different name of colleges where this transportation engineering specialization, masters in transportation degree is being offered. If you want to be a highway engineer, what the skill sets will be required for you? That you must know to prepare and check a project design, to do the calculation and drawings, verify the calculation and drawings of a project. That is a, suppose highway is there. You need to prepare a detailed project review document. That is a preparation of DPR, which is a portion of our syllabus in transportation engineering. Preparation of contract documents, which is included in subject quantity survey and estimation. Checking up drawings and calculation, which is even our topic of the presentation in day 3. Undertaking work on site as a inspection, investigation, and supervision. Then to have intrapersonal skills so that you can communicate effectively with suppliers, clients, contractors in private as well as public sector companies. If you have got this only skill, intrapersonal communication, the chance of job are going to increase by 50%. Another skill set which will be preferred from the people will be analyzing the problems and developing innovative solutions. Then knowing the standards of health and safety hazards, that is the OSHA standards, ISO 14001 standards. A brief introduction of this content is being covered in subject syllabus. Then presentation skills so that you can present your task to your higher authority, assigning the work to the juniors, then managing the task such that saving of time and cost will be ensured. Design of highway projects using a software like a MX Road is a preferred agenda. So it is a in high demand. We have got this software in civil engineering. Then inspect pavement rehabilitation, that is a repair works. These are the skill sets required from a highway engineer. If you want to work in an airport, you must have some kind of a field training or design or construction or maintenance experience in activities units like aerodromes, that is a runway, air traffic control, or passenger buildings, or various buildings within an airport premises. Supervision of foundation work, then design of landing strip, calculation of traffic, design of taxiways, runways, drainage, etc. facilities within the airport premises. You can organize work in laboratory to ensure proper evaluation of soils. That is a site investigation which can be done in laboratory. So these are the qualities required for the airport engineering. If you want to work as a harbor engineer, you must know same qualities with respect to application to harbor, docks, different kind of bays, so that those construction, design and maintenance is known to the civil engineer. There will be again maintenance of port facilities, maintenance of sewer line, design of sewage facilities. Likewise, job profiles will be available in port engineering. I was talking about internship to the students. So what is happening in engineering colleges is whenever it is a thought about like an industrial training or internship, student think in terms of bringing a certificate without going to the field. But it is a big opportunities for them to join very good companies. And I will tell you how you can get internship from big companies, which websites you can come across where these internship offers are being placed. So that will be one of the ways where you can join big companies like a L&T or Shapurji Palamji. You can Hindustan Construction Company, where you will be getting a good exposure in a different sectors. So internship, you have to go for engineering internship whenever possible. The website is NCS that will just now go through in a next slide. Or you can participate through different student chapter. Every institute will be having a student chapter like IEI or civil engineer student chapter. So you can increase your network. Everybody knows Facebook. What is a Facebook? It is a network of people. Okay. So in the same way, there is another site called as a LinkedIn, where it is a network of professionals. If you registered yourself in a LinkedIn, you can find people who are working in a similar field. So I can just find out the people working in a teaching, like a professor, assistant professor, and principal. I can connect with them. In similar basis, a student can connect a highway engineer or airport engineer or civil engineer, and that way he is able to increase his network. So what we know is whenever there is a big network, there is a big opportunity for you to get a good job based on recommendation of people. Then to better your chances of job you can always interact with your teachers and professionals in the field. So professionals can be contacted on a through one-to-one person linking or through website like LinkedIn. Then you can always ask a question whether you are going to the site, you are going to the college, you are meeting to the faculty. You can ask a question, take information, take advice from your elders. So that way you will be in clear, you will be always clear where you are leading. You can create a good rapport with students and apart from student fraternity. So how you can increase your network of students? The usual way, increasing your friend circle, not within your school also, but apart from your school and colleges, you can increase your student network. Okay. Then the difficulty which is faced by fresher will be he doesn't have experience, and that's why he doesn't get a job. And it will be always told to him into the company that you get experience first. But as a fresher, if he's not going to join any companies, how he's going to get the experience? So that way we can see that it will be always difficult for a fresher, and that's why we call it as a fresher loop. To break that loop, you must have some industry exposure, which is only possible through industry training or internship. Get that stamp on your certificates, CVs, and you will be treated as a at least somewhat experienced person. Then another way to increase your job opportunities will be enhancing intrapersonal skill. So people who will be moving or roaming around within the colleges, having a big friends circle, those are having very good intrapersonal skill. So those skill are communication, amalgamation of communication, which is in the verbal form as well as in writing. So you must be able to communicate verbally. You must be able to pass on your thoughts to the next person. Language, no barrier. You can talk in Marathi, you can talk in English. Then a good drafting skill, which is again outcome of a good English. And it is possible only through practice, only through continuous talking in English. Another aspect by which you can increase your job opportunities will be always to listen yourself, your body and mind. So be healthy with respect to physics and mind, you will find a way ahead. Now regarding the internship and job opportunities, those data can be found out on various websites. Difficulty that faced by typically Maharashtra student is they don't know the access where to find these opportunities. If we take the case of Bihar students, many of the studying students have been studying to the examination, public sector units, PSUs, banks, engineering examinations, straight from their engineering careers. So they have got an objective. They know different options. They are preparing from their first year, second year. And for our Maharashtrian students, they will be looking at these options when they will be passing out. Okay. So some of the websites you can always check for job opportunities will be Freshers World is a website, or Naukri.com is there. Another website is a Faculty Plus if you want to join as a teacher in engineering colleges, or Career Advancement Scheme, NCS, like a National Career Services, where you can register your name. So this National Career Services, I will talk about this website in detail. It is a website set up by Ministry of Labor and Employment, where every big company is supposed to, big and private company is supposed to post their advertisement related to industrial training and internship. So whenever internship jobs are being offered, these companies have to specifically allow a fixed number of students on year to year basis. They have to show on the record that we have trained, say, 50 students for per year, 50 freshers per year. So they have to fill in that quota. And if the companies are big enough, even they are supposed to pay stipend to these internship. So if you join through, if you apply through this NCS website, National Career Services, there is good chance that you will be getting job opportunity in big companies as well as stipend also. Another option that we already know is a preparation for MPSC and UPSC, where it will take long preparation and limited space. Whereas in industry, opportunities are huge. So with this, I like to wish you all the best. And if you have got any queries, all my contact details are available on my website www.skpatil.com. You can ask your question through contact us page or through mobile number given. So